Hello, my beautiful souls. This is Moonseeker of Light Guardian. Today I'll be doing a energy check-in on the divine masculine. So I will look at where they're at in their headspace, heart space, and 3D space. We'll also have a look at the overall energy. So let's get started. And if anything comes through, we'll explore it further. So first, I'm just going to start with the overall energy. We have the Emperor. So the divine masculine is showing up here straight off the bat, and he is in his divine masculine energy overall this coming weeks. We have the Magician. He is also looking to create and manifest his own reality. I say he when I'm talking about the divine masculine, and she when I'm talking about the divine feminine. This is not gender based, that's just how I say it's easier for me. But divine masculine can be a female, and the divine feminine can be a masculine. A male. It's an energy, and it's whatever energy you resonate with. And lastly, we have Seven of Wands. Okay, so the divine masculine is stepping into their power. They're showing up as the Emperor here today, wanting to create and manifest their own reality. They are ready to fight. They are ready to defend what they are creating, what it is they want. They're willing to fight for it. And this is the overall energy they are having coming into next week. So let's have a look at their headspace. We have Nine of Cups. This is about your wishes coming true. We have the King of Wands. This is about overcoming obstacles and taking charge and being a leader. And we have the Tower. This is about divine intervention. This is about breaking down foundations and beliefs that no longer serve the divine masculine. So we've already seen here in the overall energy that, they're coming in as the Emperor. They're going to manifest and create their own reality, one that they're willing to fight for. They're ready to fight for it now. And then in their headspace, they're thinking about their wishes, the things that they want to come true. They're having that bliss and fulfillment, not only within themselves, but in relationship as well. We also have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a leader. It's somebody who has authority. It's somebody who overcomes obstacles. They take charge and they move forward. The divine masculine is stepping into this energy now because there has been a Tower moment. Divine intervention. The divine, the universe source stepped in and crumbled those beliefs and foundation that was no longer serving the divine masculine. This is something that was blocking them perhaps from creating and manifesting their own reality. So now it's all come down. They're starting to be hopeful again, being hopeful and thinking, you know what, I'm going to work at getting my wishes coming true. I'm going to be the King of Wands and take charge and overcome the obstacles and hurdles that may be in front of me. And that's where the divine masculine is at in his headspace. So now let's have a look at his heart space. We have Three of Swords. It's all about heartbreak and perhaps third-party situation. That could be a person, place, or thing. We have the Empress. So now the divine feminine is coming in. So in his heart space, it's thinking about his divine feminine. And then we have the Eight of Swords, which is about self-entrapment, self-victimization. So in his heart space, he's thinking about his divine feminine. And what I'm getting from this combination here is that he's thinking about the heartbreak that he caused his divine feminine. He's thinking about the things that he did, and that's kind of getting him being stuck in his head. It's get he's kind of imprisoning himself in this situation where in his heart he can't see how the divine feminine could ever forgive the divine masculine for the heartbreak that they cause them. And this won't be for everyone, so please take what resonates and then leave the rest. But if there was a third party situation, there was another person involved, they're thinking, you know, they might have left you for someone else. And they're thinking that, you know, this heartbreak and sorrow just drove a knife through your heart, and that they can never mend, that they can never come back from that. But in the headspace, they're being hopeful. They want to have this wish come true. They're going to go into this King of Wands energy so that they can perhaps mend what was broken with this Three of Swords. But they're keeping themselves trapped with perhaps self-pity and, you know, oh, I did this, I did that, I'm never going to get over this. She's not going to forgive me. There's too much water under the bridge type of thing. So in his heart space, he still holds the divine feminine there, but there is this third party, this heartbreak that was caused, that's causing him to stay trapped within himself. But really, he can just release himself by that, ask for forgiveness so they can move forward and start mending things. So now let's see his 3D space. We have King of Cups. We have Page of Wands. And we have Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Excuse me. So what we have here is that in the material world, we've seen in the overall energy that he's going to go into this, in his headspace, King of Wands. In the overall energy, he's the Emperor. In his heart space, he holds the divine feminine. And in the material world, he is going to start being in control of his emotions. He's going to be more balanced, more emotionally mature, more compassionate, because he wants to approach his queen, the Queen of Pentacles, which is the divine feminine, someone who is nurturing, someone who is grounded, someone who is practical, someone who brings him peace, I feel. Peace, and helps him balance himself out. And we have the Page of Wands here. He wants to explore this. He wants to go at it with a free spirit and be enthusiastic about getting control of his emotions and balancing his emotions and allowing his emotions to show. Perhaps before they were not really showing their emotions or showing anything really. Perhaps they were just, you know, hiding things rather than showing what things truly are. But now they're ready to do it as the King of Cups. Okay, so now we will look at some messages from the Divine Masculine. Okay, so I'm going to start with getting 5 messages from his higher self, and then 5 messages from his 3D self. We have forgiveness, hidden, divine healing, spark, and transformation. Okay. So, I talked earlier a little bit about forgiveness, that there might be something the divine masculine needs to ask for forgiveness from the divine feminine. So, what they're saying from the higher self is that they know that they have to ask for forgiveness, but currently they don't have the courage or the strength to do so. We have this person standing here with the back towards us because they're feeling shamed. They're ashamed and they don't really know how to first approach it. And that's why we saw that he's trying to get into that. He's showing up as the emperor. He's showing up as the king of wands. He's showing up as the king of cups. He's trying to balance those things out so that he can seek forgiveness for the things he needs to apologize for. We also have hidden. This here they're saying that there are things that you do not know, things that they might have kept from you. And I don't see this as a bad thing. I feel like this is more their emotions. They kept their emotions hidden from you, their true emotions. They perhaps never really told you how they truly felt about you, how they loved you, how they wanted to be with you. This has to do with that they have things about themselves that they need to heal first. And that's why divine healing is showing up here. They need to, and as we saw before, they need to balance themselves out. They need to learn how to express emotions and control their emotions and be emotionally mature. The divine has stepped in and is helping them do this, heal from the inside out, heal from us on a soul level, so that they can regain that spark and reignite this connection perhaps, but foremost to reignite themselves so that they can start this transformation they need to do, because they need to fully step into their power as the divine masculine, as the emperor, as the king of wands, as the king of cups, as all the kings, just the divine masculine. And this is going to take some healing to do for them to be able to start and complete the transformation. So that is from the divine masculine's higher self. Now let's get some from his material, his 3D self. We have ebb and flow, divine masculine, divine timing, let go, and perception. So in the material world, he's saying that, the divine masculine, he's trying to get into the ebb and flow of the universe. He's trying to be in that place where he's like, you know what? I trust that the universe has my back. I trust that I too can heal. I trust that I too can flow with the current of the universe. I trust that I too deserve to be loved, and to love in return. I feel like there's some kind of core problem here where they perhaps don't feel worthy, don't feel like they deserve the love that they perhaps their divine feminine gave them. But they're wanting to step up and be the divine masculine. They want to be this divine masculine for the divine feminine. They want to be this. But they do realize now that it is down to divine timing, because they've had divine cards come up a few times in this reading. They need to work on their healing so they can flow with the universe. They need to also work on letting go of the things that no longer serve them, people, places, and things, beliefs, foundations, so that they can gain that perception, that perspective of what it is they truly want. If we go right back to the start here, where we had wanting to create and manifest their own reality, perhaps they didn't have that perspective before, but now they do. They have gained and seeing things from a new perspective, so they can have perception of what it is they want from a relationship, what it is they want from from life, and therefore they can start letting go, so they can start the transformation. Okay, so now we're gonna close off this reading with some messages that the divine masculine wants the divine feminine to know right now. I don't know, I just felt guided to do some more shuffling. So the first message we have is, you are a unicorn, rare and magical. That is so beautiful. They see the uniqueness in you. They see the place you hold in their heart. They might have not seen that before, or they might have seen it, but they never said anything because they couldn't express their emotions. They were too afraid to show you that, to tell you that. Because you being a unicorn, why would you want to settle with, like, say, a toad? You know, they, like I said before, I don't feel like they felt worthy enough of you. But now they're ready to level up, to get on the same level as you, so they can feel worthy. But this comes through, for them to do this, they have to love themselves first, essentially. They need to fill up their cup first before they can offer that cup to you. But this is how they see you, as a unicorn, rare and magical. What else do we have? This connection scared me. Yeah, so all that emotions, like, he got the feels, basically. He got the feels. And it was probably unlike anything they'd experienced before. And that really scared them. So perhaps the only thing they could do was to run, because they didn't know how to handle it. Or also they didn't want to ruin it too much. Or they thought that, I'm just gonna cut my losses now, because either way, this is gonna end badly. This is too good, because here this unicorn is rare and magical. And what am I supposed to do? I cannot live up to that. I can't be as magical as her. But this, I feel, stems from the divine masculine's own self-esteem that they need to work on. Okay, last message. Let's see, last message. Would you even like the person I am today? So we've had all these things. He's transformed, he's gained perception. He has, gone into the King of Cups. We have the King of Wands and the Emperor. Would you like who the divine masculine is today? Again, they have come a long way, because they have started the journey and the work. But within this being the final thing, they are still having a few self-esteem issues, I'd say. So they saw you as someone who was unlike anyone else they'd ever met. The connection was so intense and powerful and deep, it scared them. But they have now changed since the last time you saw them. And they don't even know if you would like them the way they are today. So that was the reading. Please let me know in the comments below if this resonates. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. This is Moonseeker of Light Guardian. Bye.